So this is Euro Pound analysis for Monday, the 26th of March. Now, let's just have a look at having the prices, where prices may likely go. So we've had the Euro Pound in a pretty strong trend here to the downside. We've had a move almost down towards our 86.63. We've then had a move back up to above the 87. Had a test of the 8750, saw the sell side momentum come back into the market, post a higher low from there, and we did seem poised for another test of that 8750. We didn't quite get there. We are seeing a bit of a breakdown. There is a degree of weakness, there's a degree of indecisiveness at the moment. So if we do see a breakdown from where we are at present, we are then looking for price head down towards that 87. Successful break from which we're then looking for price head down towards that major level of in around that 86.63. Wouldn't anticipate us breaking beyond the 86.63, breaking down towards that 86. Euro pounds volatility is quite low. To the upside, if we are to see the move to the upside, we are then looking for price head towards that 8750. If we're able to hold on to that level, we're looking for price to then head towards that 8783. In around 8783, we do have the added confluence of the 200 period moving average, thus increasing likelihood of potentially seeing sell side momentum return to the market from the 8783, taking us back down towards that 8750. If, however, we are able to successfully navigate the 8783, we're then looking for price head towards that 8820, successful break from which we're looking for price head towards that 8851, where we do have the added confluence of the 400 period moving average, thus increasing likelihood of potentially seeing sell side momentum return to the market from that level. Now, we'll have a look at the higher time frames on the Euro Pound, just to see how prices develop here. So first, we'll head over to the monthly chart. We get scale on here correct. We'll remove our drawings for clarity. So, over to the monthly chart we are. And what's noticeable here is we've had a strong move to the upside. We had a pretty sizable pullback, another move to the upside, and we've had a pullback. We've been in this consolidation. We've been currently operating in the shadow of this very bearish month here, and we've not had the follow through to retest its highs, and we've not neither seen the follow through to the downside. Now, the month of March here has been quite weak, but we are into towards that 20 period moving average. We've not closed below it. Well, the month isn't finished yet, but we've not closed below the 20 period moving average here on the euro against a pound for quite some time. We're looking at pre-2016. Yeah, would have been pre-2016 since the last time we closed below the 20 period moving average. So we'll see how prices develop from here, but we are still operating in shadow of this very bearish candle. So there might be a degree of weakness, a bit of overhang over this market, but the most recent trend here is clearly to the trend here on the monthly chart is clearly to the upside. So I moved down, somewhat kind of trend, but we've not been able to see the follow through from this very bearish candle here. So we'll see how prices developed going forward, but we do seem poised for more weakness here on the monthly chart. Now, if we have a look at the weekly chart, the weekly chart's a bit more, I suppose it's more indecisive, I suppose. So we've had a strong move to the upside, brief pullback, breakout to the upside, up towards test these highs, made slightly higher highs, from which we do have this very bearish week, which is most of the candle that we did mention from the previous look at the monthly chart. And as you can see, we've operated within a pretty tight range here on the euro against the pound. We've not seen a breakdown. Our most recent trend is to the upside, but our inability to continue to the upside possibly suggests that there may be a degree of bearishness underlying this market. This market may be poised for a deeper retracement, possibly retesting in around that 84 level. If we don't see that follow through, a breakup of that 90.24, possibly a retracement back down towards that 84 level, we could potentially see buy side momentum return to this market. If we then have a look over at the daily chart, over on this daily chart, we have broken below the 400 period moving average. So the 400 period moving average acted support on a couple of occasions. We've had this move upwards. We've had a very strong trend to the downside. several consecutive days, apart from this one doji here, which was bullish, where we had a pretty strong and clear trend to the downside. We've now come down below the 20 period moving average. Traded all the way just down there towards that 8663. Trade down towards that 8663. From which we did see the bullish buy side momentum test. And the 400 period moving average had a slight rejection from that level. So we'll see what we'll do on the another test possibly of that moving average, just to see how price develop. The 400 period moving average is currently sitting in around at 87.50. So it is where that horizontal level is as well. So we do have a bit of a confidence in around 87.50. So we'll see if we can break above the 400 period moving average as well as the horizontal level of the 87.50 for a continuation to the upside, or if we do break down, which is possible. If we do break down from that 87.50 where we do have the confluence, we are then looking for price to down towards that 86.63 before looking for price to down towards that 86 on the euro against the pound. And with that said, that wraps up the euro pound analysis. Thanks for watching.